We arrive at the campsite in the late afternoon. The parking area is almost empty, with only a few cars parked far apart. The ground is uneven, covered with small rocks and dry leaves. I step out of the car and stretch my legs. My back feels stiff from sitting too long. It feels different from regular trips. There is no cafe, no hotel lobby, no front desk. Just open space, trees, and dirt under our shoes. The air smells slightly damp, mixed with dust and grass. I take a slow breath and look around. The place feels quiet, but not silent. I can hear distant voices, footsteps, and the sound of wind moving through the trees. I try to remember the last time I camped like this. It must have been years ago. Back then, everything felt easier. We followed instructions without thinking too much. Now, standing here, everything feels unfamiliar again. Samantha opens the trunk and stands there for a moment. We both look at the inside of the car. "Okay," she says. "Where do we start?" I shrug. "Let's just take everything out first." We begin pulling things out one by one. A backpack, a folded tent, sleeping mats, a small cooler. I grab the tent and almost drop it. It feels heavier than I expected. I adjust my grip and place it on the ground. There is a short pause where we both just stand there, looking at the pile of equipment. No one says anything. It's not awkward, just quiet. Samantha looks at the bags, then at the open space around us. "Do you remember the order?" she asks. I shake my head. "Not really. We'll figure it out." We close the trunk and start walking around the area to choose where to set up the tent. Some spots are too rocky. Others look flat but slope slightly. I crouch down and press my palm against the ground, feeling the surface. It's firm, but there are ants near one corner. I stand up and move away. We stop under a tree, not too close to the trunk. The ground here looks better. The shade feels useful, even though the sun is already lower. Samantha looks around and asks, "Is this okay?" I check the ground again and nod. "Yeah, it should work." We drop our bags and stand there for a second. It feels strange how much time we spent just deciding on a spot. I unzip the tent bag and spread everything out on the ground. Tent fabric, poles, stakes, a folded instruction sheet. The fabric smells new, slightly plastic. I pick up the instruction paper and stare at it longer than I should. The diagrams look simple, but my brain doesn't follow them immediately. Samantha leans closer. "What does it say?" I flip the paper once, then twice. "Poles first, I think," I say. "You think?" "Yeah, I think." We start connecting the poles. The pieces snap together with a clicking sound. One pole bends more than I expect, and I pause, worried it might break. It doesn't. The elastic string inside pulls the pieces together on its own. That part feels familiar. I hand one end to Samantha. "Hold this." She takes it and adjusts her position. "Like this?" "Yeah, don't twist it." We move slowly, watching the pole curve into shape. There is no real conversation, just short instructions and small movements. We lift the tent fabric together and try to raise it. For a moment, it collapses back down. Samantha exhales. "Okay, that didn't work. Let me fix this corner," I say. I reposition one side and pull the fabric tighter. We try again. This time, the tent stands. It looks slightly crooked, but it holds its shape. I step back and look at it from a distance. Samantha tilts her head. "Is it supposed to lean like that?" I look at the tent for a moment. "I don't think so. Let me adjust this part." We open this small bag of metal stakes. They feel cold in my hand. I push one into the ground with my foot. It barely goes in. I press harder. Still nothing. Samantha hands me the hammer. "Try this." I tap the stake lightly. The sound is sharp and clear. I hit it again. This time, it goes in halfway. The second stake hits a rock and stops. I pull it out and try a different angle. It works. We take turns pushing the stakes into the ground. Some go in easily, others refuse to move. One bends slightly and I straighten it slowly with my hands. This part takes longer than I expect. My hands get dusty. I wipe them on my pants without thinking. We sit on the ground near the tent. Neither of us reaches for our phones. We just sit there. My body feels slightly tired. Samantha says, "I forgot how much work this is." I nod. The tent stands in front of us, uneven but steady. It wasn't there before. Now it is. Nothing more than that. We watch the light fade. The campsite hasn't changed, but the tent marks our place. That's the story for today, and if you enjoy listening to English stories like this, you can subscribe to this channel so you won't miss the next story. Thank you for spending this time with me. I'll see you in the next episode of Chill English Dose.